Greetings and welcome to another episode of the Just Two Nerds podcast. As always, I'm Phoenix.
I'm Dan.
And we'd like to thank you all for stopping by and nerding out with us. And like we said, we're back at it faster than usual. We're on it this time. And this time...
You wouldn't say it's faster, it's just... there's more shit to talk about.
Definitely going to take us 2.5, 3 weeks to get the next one.
But there's more things to talk about.
There is more things to talk about. Particularly two things: an interdimensional monster that loves to eat children and people.
A world decimated by a company that just wanted to sell vaults.
I mean, isn't that the real world anyway?
No, because Vault-Tec is actually in charge of all. We'll get into that.
You'll get into it. I don't know much about that, but if you haven't figured it out, we're going to be talking in this episode about the Fallout TV series as well as the game. He knows it a lot more than I do, as well as Welcome to Derry, because we've been wanting to talk about that, specifically me.
Mostly him.
Mostly him. I've been paying attention.
He's more locked in than I am.
I am. I'm laser focused, man.
I didn't even watch it through a second time for like details. That's how much I've not watched it. But I've also been busy. So
I didn't rewatch the show, but I went back and rewatched the movies after a few years.
Oh no! I genuinely, especially when we do a review or we talk about the episode, I like to watch it for some extra details in case I miss some things. You know?
Yeah, I've been on a bunch of different videos and I've been talking about it and stuff. So I'm like, all right, this is a lot easier than rewatching the whole series again.
Yeah,
but
it can be.
To start off, we're going to talk about some Fallout. And this is where you, my friend, can take full control because I know next to nothing about Fallout.
I was about to say, so where did you want to start with Fallout? Because that's the thing, like we can start talking about the latest episode, or do you want me to give a little bit of background on Fallout?
I'd say maybe
to explain what the hell's happening.
I'd say maybe give a little bit of a background, so just in case people listening and watching can learn a little bit about it, as myself.
So, for a TLDR version of Fallout, essentially what is happening is there's a company known as Vault-Tec. They made a shit ton of vaults. However, they really aren't just vaults for protecting the people. Every vault that's made has a different experiment running in the vault as they're going on. So they're actively testing on humans at the same time a nuclear fallout is happening all across the world. Mind you, that Vault-Tec created to push their vaults into the limelight, basically fueling their own war here in a way. Kind of like, it's like if Walmart was to make a product, like they monopolized war in a way. Like they made a product, they marketed a product, they caused the issue for the product to happen, and then basically rinse and repeat the cycle.
Sounds like the umbrella company from Resident Evil.
A little bit. They're a little bit kind of like, there's a lot of shady things that goes on in the background works of the vault system. Like I believe in New Vegas, because that's where season 2 takes place. For anyone who's curious, it is New Vegas by all intents and purposes. At the end of season 1, they even show the New Vegas like skyline, or I would say city liner, in the far distance. Because at this point, New Vegas is one of the few cities left that actually has fully running power thanks to the Hoover Dam. Because that is still active and it's still running for all intents and purposes, because you don't even mess with it in Fallout New Vegas, the game. So it's still up and running. But Vegas has its own power. They're going to Vegas so she can bring her dad to justice, because as you play through the games, even as you go through the shows, it's showing you that Vault-Tec isn't the company that they say that they are on the surface.
Oh, it makes sense.
Oh yeah, for all intents and purposes, Vault-Tec is about as an evil corporation as Tesla. Like they're pretty evil. They do some devilish things. There's a vault that's run entirely by children.
Oh my God.
They took these children away from their parents and shoved them all into a vault.
Wow, not even orphans.
No. Children with parents, children without parent, all children in a vault.
Wow.
There's one vault where it's all virtual reality, like all the or I would say contestants, but all the people that live in that vault. This is in Fallout 3, but all of them live in a vault, and they also live inside of a virtual world at the same time. So in their minds, nothing, like, they remember going into the vault, but they've been programmed to the point where they think that they live in a perfect society, but in reality they just live in a computer simulation the whole time.
Oh, okay. Interesting premise.
There's also two vaults that are very interesting, and I'm pretty sure went down very poorly. And there's a vault that's run by, it's entirely made up of men except for one woman, and there's an inverse of a vault made up entirely of women but one man.
That could go good or bad for either side.
That part, but I haven't really looked into the results of both of those vaults. I just know there's like, those just both sound like horrible ideas.
Oh yeah.
In a nutshell, like, ooh, that sounds like a terrible vault decision to be in.
So is the first season, what games does the first season cover?
None.
Oh no. Oh, they just made up their own.
The first season, I would say, is kind of like an intro to the story for people.
Okay. So like, you don't have to play the games to enjoy the series.
No. The part of playing the games to enjoy the series are the little small details that they add, like the vehicles, the music, the guns, all the different Easter eggs, DLC stuff that they can flash in front of the camera, because, well, if you play the games, you're gonna hear it. They put songs from the games into the show, and it's not like these are songs they created. These are old, I want to say pre-wartime songs, like Bing Crosby, all that, like early 60s and 50s music.
Oh, I mean, it does feel like it has that older vibe when I've seen like the trailers and stuff from it.
Because a lot of this happens prior to, I want to say, like 1960, something like that.
Oh, so the whole premise of the series kind of starts off around the 60s.
Yeah, the whole premise is like retrofuturism, basically. Like in the future, if you look at some of the cars in that future, everything is powered nuclear. Like, that's part of the reason why Vault-Tec got so big, was that, you know, they leadwayed this nuclear power system, and then it basically slingshotted the world into that retro future style that you see, like how they have all the bubble cars, the single monorails going over the top, all of that shit. Like, that's all nuclear powered. Even the cars, nuclear powered.
Oh wow.
Which, in hindsight,
no wonder there's a bunch of deformed people, probably.
Well, yeah, a lot of, and that's part of their other experiments too. Like, one of their vaults, they literally left open because they knew people would get radiated and mutated, so they wanted to see what would happen under a controlled environment if they left the vault open, to what would happen. Like in Fallout 76, I believe, in the story wise, that's one of the first vaults that gets open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And again, in the vault, they're preaching all these things that you're gonna re-terraform the earth, you're the chosen people, you're gonna fix everything once you get out. But what they have failed to realize is that there are people outside the vault that have not only lived, survived, and have an entirely different way of how life is ran via inside the vault. So you have your vault dweller and you have your wasteland dwellers. And your wasteland dwellers are usually raiders, ghouls, the super mutants, all different factions, different groups of people. The Brotherhood of Steel is just the military, but more hardcore and 1,000 times more badass because they have power armor. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But
so does season 2 cover any part of the games?
season 2 is covering Fallout New Vegas.
Okay. So it actually does have
Like,
a little bit more.
Yeah, season 2 is more like getting towards the game direction. Like,
Okay.
and any fan of Fallout, if you've seen any of the trailers, there's quite literally a reference from the game almost every second, even.
I mean, I wouldn't get them, but now I'm kind of interested to at least watch it. That was my thing when Fallout was first doing its trailers and everything for the first season. It's like, well, I don't know anything about the games, so I wonder if I'm even going to enjoy this at all.
Yeah, no, dude. If you don't even have to play the games really, because it still tells its own ancillary story that happens in the universe at the same time. Kind of like how when there's shit happening in the Avengers and you're like, well, where the fuck are the rest of the Avengers to help? Well, I mean, they're here, but they're not there.
Yeah.
So like, in a way, the way how I've been seeing the TV series, it's like it's another perspective of the game, but told differently. So like everything that's in the world of Fallout, I believe, is set in stone. Like certain locations, certain places will always be there no matter what. It's just that the way how the game's perspective is told, you're told per a different vault dweller.
Oh.
So each time you exit a vault, you're not the same vault dweller that you were in Fallout 1. Like in Fallout 3, you're like, even the intro missions, it's different. Like Fallout 3, you're born into the vault. Like you're actually born into the vault. In Fallout 4, your family, like it's happening as the nukes are dropping. So your family is being rushed to the vault to be protected, which in Fallout 4, it's a cryo vault, which again is another thing that they tested on because a lot of people froze to death because they didn't properly test it. Or the batteries died. One of the two. Something happened and like everyone dies in the fucking facility.
Holy shit.
And yeah, the vaults have more horror stories than the actual fucking wasteland that you play in. And
that's crazy because the wasteland's got all the kind of deformed people at this point.
Dude, the wasteland has fucking death claws and rad roaches and fucking rat scorpions, like radioactive monsters that will fucking kill you. And the vaults have the worst stories out of the entire game.
Yeah, all that.
Like,
put me out in the wasteland. Let's go.
The more you dig into the vaults and their stories, the more you're just like, Jesus Christ, Vault Tech, what the fuck? Were you ever planning on doing anything good at all? Like, whatsoever? No. It's like, no. Like, the more you look into it, the more at the end of the day, you're just like, yeah, Vault Tech was fucking evil and caused everything that's happening around you right now.
They just wanted to be evil. That's all that was.
Yeah.
It
was all money. It was all money. Like they pushed nuclear. They knew it was bad. Like they knew the potential Fallout potentials. Word in game type shit. But they knew what was happening, and why else would you make a shit ton of vaults? And they realized, like, well, a lot of people are going to sign up for these vaults. Let's do some social experiments. Like, there's literally a vault that's in New Vegas. This is my favorite vault because the entire premise of the vault is gambling. You don't earn anything, you don't eat, you don't get anything unless you gamble for it. That is their commodity. Wow. That's how they run their system. That's how they run their society. They elect officials off gambling. Everything that they do outside of like basic necessities is gambling.
Oh shit.
That's a fun, like, some of the vaults are fun.
Yeah,
some.
Unless you're someone that doesn't live there, and then you're probably like, oh, what is this shit?
Like, there's another vault in New Vegas that the plants mutated and started eating the people.
Holy shit.
Because they put mutated plants in the vault to eat people. Like, even
why?
Because they're fucking cruel. Even in the show, Phoenix, there are 2 vaults. They tell you there are 2 vaults and that they have lost communication with the other vault. What they fail to tell you is that what happens in the one vault is when you get moved to the second vault, there is no second vault. They just kill you. Like, they announced this moving day and like everyone's gonna move to a different vault, when in reality the second vault is just full of dead like dead. Everyone's dead in the second vault, and they're like, only one guy in the show, I forgot his name, but he's the brother of the main chick. So like while she's having her adventure in the wasteland, he's uncovering the secrets of the vault. Both of them want to bring their dad to jail because they're like, our dad's a fucked up person. They both want the same goal. It's just they're going 2 different ways of going about it. She's hunting him down. He's doing detective work. So it's like bounty hunter and
detective
cop, basically. Yeah.
Okay. So how's the second season been so far?
Fucking awesome. Just amazing. They started, first off, spoiler warning, I don't care if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna tell you what happens anyway. In the first fucking episode, they play hands down, bar none, Argue with a Brick Wall in Comic Session, I don't care. They play the best song in Fallout New Vegas, and that was Big Iron. And the second they played Big Iron, I fucking lost it. Because that is the one song that I know almost word for word, verbatim, because I've listened to it that many times playing Fallout New Vegas.
And these are songs, that was a song specifically made for the game?
No, this is a song that existed prior to Fallout. It's just that whoever Bethesda had picking the songs for Fallout, that man needed more than like whatever he got paid. He needed to be paid handsomely, because the music in Fallout alone is the main reason why a lot of people play Fallout.
Holy shit. Oh, yeah.
Like, the music in Fallout has had more people playing it than I'd say the story has, which is insane considering what the story actually is. Like, I started playing Fallout because of the music. I went to a friend's house in, like, when we first moved to Texas, I went to a friend's house. He was playing Fallout New Vegas because he just got it. And I'm sitting there listening to the music as I'm watching him play. It's like, man, dude, the Fallout radio's got anger, like good songs, really good songs. It, like, from the weapons that you have in the game to the actual gameplay itself versus the music that you're listening to, it's a whole experience in its own nuts. Like, the Fallout experience just from the games alone are amazing, and now that it's being branched into a TV series,
and they
oh my god,
and they bring the movie, and they bring the songs to the show.
Yes.
Well, I'll definitely give the show a watch because I'm not good at first-person shooters, and I know first-person.
Oh, it's not first-person; it's third.
Oh, okay, maybe.
It's a third-person story game. So, I mean, you can play it in first-person. You can, but you can also switch your camera perspective to third-person.
Okay, maybe I might try it out at some point.
There's also scopes, and at some point I should game share with you because I have Fallout 4, the full complete edition.
Yeah. So
like you could at least play through the regular story of Fallout and try to get like some type of. But of course, you'll be greeted with one of the funniest intros for Fallout as your starting Fallout game because it's war, and war never changes. Oh god, the war.
Well, at least I know that the show is kind of like a weird intro, so I don't really have to play the games to understand season 1.
No.
Okay,
it does a good job of explaining itself too. Like as the episodes progress, they don't just leave you like, oh, here's the plot, here's what's happening, cut, next episode, completely different plot. Like we're not following. It's all sequential. It all is coherent, and practically by the end of season 1, you're gonna realize like, okay, there's a lot of more fucked up shit happening here that they can't explain in one. Like, there's still more to the story. Like, I genuinely think this might go for maybe 8 or 9 seasons before they call it quits.
I mean, if it does money, I mean, if it makes money,
they can do a lot off of it. Like, again, there's over 70 some odd vaults out there. And in games, we only explore like a third of that number. So really, we've only seen about 30 of the vaults. The rest And how
many games is in this series?
Technically 5. You can consider 76, but that's online. But it's still Fallout. It still involves the vaults. It's all still the same shit. It's just that one's online.
So the show, does the show kind of, since you said it's kind of its own, it's an intro to it, is the show taking like tidbits of information you get while playing the game to craft its story? Like, here's your game story, but as you uncover this, you find a journal and it says this. And is that kind of how the show is?
Not in its entirety. It's more or less like fish out of water story type telling for one half, and more who did it on the second half of the story. Because like the who did it side, which I'm gonna say is the brother side, it's literally a person asking questions. It's the what's the way I can put it? The best way I can put it is from Avatar, where there's like, there is no Warren Bossing say.
Okay.
That's his side of the story. He's trying to figure out what the hell's going on while he has the people in charge telling him there's nothing going wrong. Everything's fine. What are you talking about? Go back to your vault.
There's no Warren Bossing say.
Yeah, that's what's happening inside the vault. So like, he's having his own story inside the vault. She exits the vault, and it's kind of par for the course for every vault dweller in the game. But when you exit the vault, you start to realize that people don't function the same way as they would inside the vault. Like, she's learning how the world works and how everything basically that's been presented to her has been wrong because of her life in the vault. Like, she's getting the fish out of water rude awakening thing because she's like, everything I've been told's a lie this entire time. Versus on his story, and as she's going through and trying to get rescue her dad, which is essentially like the main point of season 1, is like her dad gets kidnapped on a raid by raiders and she goes to rescue him. I believe what she finds out is that her dad was in on it. Like, he had something to do with it, and that's why everything that ends up happening in like the raiders attacking the vault, all of that stuff that happened only happened because her dad had some issue to cause it. I don't remember exactly what he did. I know he did something fucked up to the raiders leader, or he made a deal with them and he didn't go through with it. One of the two. Either way, raiders attack. She's gonna go figure out and get her dad and rescue her so she can bring everything back to normal in the vault. Versus while she's gone, he's looking around inside the vault for other answers as to what the hell's going on. Like, no one's giving him answers. His sister's gone. A whole bunch of shit's happening. Like, it's all going to hell.
Okay. I would definitely give it a watch now, because that was kind of my big hang up, was I don't know nothing about the games. So I was afraid of like starting it. As someone that plays video games and I know how bad adaptations can be, I'm like, God, if an adaptation doesn't do it right, it just kind of ruins the whole thing.
This one does it right because it still even though you're watching it, it plays like Fallout. Like you start off slow, you don't know anything, a lot of things a big mystery. As you're progressing through, you're presented with all these things from, because you go information on vaults because you're exploring, like you're getting all this extra information and you're realizing a lot of the things that you were told, a lot of things you went through, some of it isn't true. A lot of the things in the wasteland are ran better or done better. There's certain government factions in the wasteland that you can trust. Like, I mean, I'm not saying you can trust the New California Republic, but compared to the Brotherhood of Steel and the Templar guys in New Vegas, mind you, if I'm thinking like the Sun Templars, or there's some type of weird knight situation going on, like Roman Emperor thing going on there. I know his name. He's literally Julius Caesar. Like, that's the main villain of that group, is like Julius Caesar. And I love and I hate that group because their fucking tagline in the game is amazing. Because if you're not faction with them, I believe for every conversation that you start to have with them, the voice, that dialogue that plays in game is degenerates like you belong on a cross. And they're not joking. They literally crucify people and put them on crosses in the desert.
What is this? The damn 1200s?
As a matter of fact, the intro to Fallout New Vegas is you outside of the cross, where, because you're about to be crucified because you're a messenger. And you literally are about to die, and I wouldn't say you're about to die. You're about to be crucified, and this dude in a checkered suit stands over you with a gun, points it right at your head, and says, "Truth is, the game was rigged from the start." And that opens the game. The next scene you see of your character, he's getting the bullet pulled out of his brain by some guy in the wasteland.
And he somehow survived getting shot in the head. Okay.
Yep. And what's even better is you can have your revenge on the checkered guy and put him on a cross at the end of the game.
Oh, I would so do that. I would absolutely do that.
Once you've had your revenge. I in my playthrough, I put him on the cross at least twice, and then one time I've killed him and just taken his clothes because like I want that suit.
You can't take his suit if you crucify him?
No.
Oh, that's so lame.
I mean, I think you can like pickpocket him for it beforehand and then put him on the cross, but it's some weird thing you have to do to get it without.
Right. Well, I'm definitely gonna have to give that a watch, because like I said, I was intrigued by it. I never watched it or never played it, so I'm like, I have no idea. And if this show really needs you to know a little bit about it, otherwise you're gonna be super lost, I was like, fuck.
Nah, I would say you can have you can have the knowledge I just spewed out just now and go watch it, and you'd probably be fine.
Then I will put that on my list to watch now, because now I've ran into other things to watch, and because I just finished it. Welcome to Derry. Well, I finished it last week on the finale, but it's over, so I have nothing else to watch. So I have to find new stuff. So Fallout's going to be a great new show that I can watch. But speaking of it, Welcome to Derry, fuck, was that show good? I don't care what anyone said. I don't see how anyone could watch that show and like, oh, that was so bad. Really? Like, is it?
Because everyone's a critic.
Like, is it perfect? Probably not. Probably not. I'm sure there are some issues. I know in the finale, people are still confused on how his whole timeline works for him, and it's. I know the show kind of doesn't fully explain it in the best way possible, but I don't think it explains it in a bad way. I think a lot of you guys are just idiots.
I didn't really need it. The story explain that much to me. If that makes any sense, like I get it. Having all the detail on display is a good idea, but at the same time, having a little bit of ambiguity to it, or like some stuff pulled back just to give you a little bit more of like, have you questioned shit more, is a better experience in my opinion.
Yeah, I never read the book, so a lot of stuff I know about it, I've had to watch from other people talking
I didn't
about
read the
it.
book either.
Yeah.
I've only seen like YouTube videos over it.
The book apparently goes over what we saw in this season of Derry. That's part of the book, the whole black spot. Not the whole let's unleash Pennywise. That's an entirely brand new thing. That's not in the book at all, which makes total sense. Who the fuck is doing? If you are a general,
who saw that and thought that was a good idea?
Yeah, somebody help that man, because he's like, let's unleash this fear demon that feeds on fear and eats people onto the America. What? That's awful. You dumbass.
Genius, said the marketing team.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, they put the show together. They wrote that in. I'm like, good idea. But now when you put it in there, everybody's gonna be like, this dude's a fucking dumbass, and he was.
This one.
God damn. Like, the whole time, as soon as they revealed that, oh, this is what we're actively doing here, they say they're trying to just move its imprisonment, but then it's revealed that, no, actually, spoilers if y'all haven't watched it, we're trying to free it. What the fuck? This isn't that. You're literally being told by not just a guy who you put a lot of respect in, someone you've known since you were a kid, pure knowledge yourself, this is not something that you should fuck with. And you trying to set it free. He deserved it. He deserved exactly what fucking happened to him. He had every bit of comeuppance. So, but with the show, I like with this season and next season, they're going to go into, they're going to cover times in Derry's history that the book kind of talks about, but doesn't spend a ton of time on. So I'm actually looking forward to that. The next one supposedly is going to, like 1935, I think is what they said. I think that's the next season, and then third season is supposed to be like 1908. So we're gonna get to see all these moments.
I think when you do something like this, where you have a lot of stories that are told but not fleshed, it makes it great for a TV series or a comic book, or like little one-off sections, because now you get to go through and actually put some detail, put some thought, like actually write out why this was so bad, or like why this was so impactful. Yeah, and it's crazy because usually books have that
advantage where they have more time to expand upon things, where shows don't.
I mean, usually.
But he apparently doesn't go into a lot of it in the book, so it's kind of just this moment in history, and then the show's like, no, we're gonna flesh it out. But like the whole issue that apparently this show, the whole premise of this season was stemmed on from in the book, the black spot in I think it was episode 7.
Yeah, I thought it was 6, but it could be 7.
6 or 7, whichever one that does the actual black spot. That moment, don't you dare! When I saw that, don't you dare! I don't need people watching, but no, don't you just dare.
Why do you think I didn't say it? I just moved my hand.
Yeah, that's apparently like the whole catalyst in the story of things, events. So they just expand upon like how we're going to get here, how it's going to happen, and then we're going to go and flesh it out and stuff like that. So I loved the idea that this show's going to be like, excuse me, we're going to go into different parts of Derry's history where Pennywise clearly has an effect.
Was a factor.
Yeah, was a factor to some degree. So I'm looking forward to that, because I want more stuff with Pennywise. The whole lore with him and his siblings and Maturin and all that. I'm like, this is really interesting.
I feel like, now I'm gonna compare him to James Cameron, because I felt like it could have gone that way very easily. Like, but I don't think Stephen King's that arrogant to give us, or to make something and be like, yeah, I'm not going to give you the sequel or the rest of it until the technology's better.
No, I don't think that.
Which is great, because again, if we are going based off of just writing alone, I have to say Stephen King is one of, if not the best writers for horror books.
I can't think of too many that are up there with him in horror writing. But then I haven't read a ton of horror books, so
Like, I'd throw R.L. Stein up there, but that's more like kids horror. But that's still fucking creepy shit, though.
he does.
That's not
He's
like,
creepy with what he writes. Some of those Goosebumps stuff was freaky.
so yeah, that Goosebumps shit was not
Yeah,
really light.
no, the Goosebumps stuff is kind of wild when you watch it. Even as an adult, you're like,
And-
oh my god, what the fuck?
And then like Jordan Peele, but like his is more, he hasn't written a book. His is more script writing,
Yeah,
which again, it's still writing, just a different form. Still horror, but not book form. I don't know many horror authors
yeah.
that are that good.
And
That have
you know
back to
he
back
has to be good because
back banger.
they've made multiple movies and TV shows about his books.
Dog. I don't think there's
I don't even
one person
realize
that
that.
has more adaptations than Stephen King.
Yeah, like I didn't realize how many he had actually written, and they were like, I was
Oh,
watching something that was
Stephen
kinda
King has a fuck ton.
yeah. I was watching a video and it was explained like it was like this show connects to this one because they're here and they're here in the timeline of this and this. I didn't realize he had ties to Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah,
I didn't know he had ties to Stand By Me.
yeah.
All I remember really knowing is The Shining and It.
And also, don't forget Maximum Overdrive.
So yeah, Maximum Overdrive.
That's a Stephen King has done like one of the greatest American authors, or if not the greatest American author, the greatest horror American author. If I have to specify it to that fucking degree, I will, because he's that good. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, you can't take away his flowers because he's earned that. Very few other authors in general have as many adaptations as he's gotten.
There are, and I quote, 68 adaptations.
Oh my god, how do you adapt his stuff 68 times? I mean, some
How the
good-
fuck do you have you written 68 books that also have made movies? Like, what? You've
But-
made 68 books that were so well that someone took it and made it into a video format 68 times.
But does that count on like them redoing it? Like it's technically been done twice.
So I mean, Carrie's been done like 3 times, hasn't it?
2 or 3 times, yeah. I forgot. That's another one. I forgot. He's done Carrie. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, he's done Carrie.
I did not. I completely forgot that he did Carrot. So I'm like, the man
And Misery.
and Misery. Like, he's everywhere. I can't. And the fact that a lot of his stuff is like interwoven together, so it's not just a bunch of one-offs. A lot of it's interwoven together. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because it creates a much more wide world that you can kind of start pulling into. You're like, oh, you guys want to see Red
Dude.
and shit from Shawshank run into Pennywise? We can make that happen.
Dude, you know what makes it even more like, or I would say for a horror fan perspective, is that, have you seen Christine? Again, another Stephen King.
I don't think so. Maybe
This
I have.
one's with the car that comes to life, the red I'm not gonna call it Chrysler. I think it's the Plymouth,
I feel like I have.
the Plymouth Fury, the red Plymouth Fury.
I feel like I have, and I'm drawing a blank on it, and I don't know why. I feel like I actually have because I remember the red vehicle.
Yeah. It's a Plymouth. I had to look it up. It's a 1958. My bad. Wrong. Fucking dyslexic there. 1958 Plymouth Fury. But that's another movie that I've seen, mostly because I've watched it with my grandmother. My grandmother loved a lot of the older horror movies. They're good. They're really
they got
good.
some charm. They got some charm.
Yeah, they got charm to it. Like, what, Christine's another one that Stephen King made. Fucking Pet Cemetery,
Oh yeah, Pet Cemetery, which has been done twice.
which has been done twice.
Oh my god.
Like, at some point, Cujo.
Shit, yeah, Cujo.
Can't forget fucking Cujo.
And a lot of these
Like-
apparently are happening around the same time. Like that's
Yes.
like when Welcome to Derry takes place, a lot of his other stories are taking place at the same time. Like that's crazy.
If I'm not mistaken, Cujo and Pet Cemetery take place around the same time.
Oh my god! I mean, it makes sense
because it's like one of the book rumors is that Cujo is from the Pet Cemetery.
Like the dog died, they buried it, and it came back. That's why it's demonic.
Yes.
You know, I can see that. That's a good theory. Actually.
And I'm sitting there just like, motherfucker, like God, it makes so much sense when you say it out loud.
Unless those two areas are way too far apart. So, but then you can say, what if where Cujo takes place, there is another cemetery?
I mean, to be fair, it's an Indian burial ground
type
situation.
And Cujo does.
If we look across the United States of where Native Americans used to be, I'm pretty sure there's an Indian burial ground within 20 yards of all of us if we think about it.
Oh, probably. Yeah, no, probably.
Like at some point in time, a Native American has been buried where an American is standing in this country
easily
at some hour. I'm willing to bet my entire computer collection on that.
Yeah, no, 100%. You can probably walk and find a spot that's ahead of a burial behind it.
So for the fact that like the Pet Cemetery thing, it may not be in the same area, but it's possible that it could be happening at the same fucking time.
Wow,
still a thing.
Like that's honestly that's crazy. And I know we have the Dark Tower, which wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Which is sad because it introduces other characters that are like Pennywise, and I'm like, man, you really have this monstrous character like Pennywise, or I guess just it. Pennywise is just the name he takes. And then you make one that kind of showcases like 2 or 3 other siblings of his, and it's shit. Like, fuck.
The bad part.
I'll say at least.
I looked it up. Carrie had 2 different adaptations and a sequel.
There's a sequel to Carrie?
Yeah, it's called Carrie 2 The Rage.
That sounds like a straight to DVD if I've ever heard it. Or I guess it would have been probably VHS.
It had a whole 23 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Ooh.
So,
that says a lot.
It does. But you also have to remember, like, so at the time, because I believe it was a lot of the adaptations of Stephen King was in the early 90s. Like, yeah. Because I think that's when the It one came out. Yep. The Carrie one came out in the early 90s too. So a lot of the
Cemetery.
I feel bad for a lot of the TV adaptations because, yeah, of course, those are going to get a negative score. They're made for television. What can you show on TV that will make this shit seem that scary?
I mean, the It TV show wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad. It was more creepy than it was scary. But it was pretty creepy though than scary. And I know when I was a kid, I didn't want to watch it because it freaked me out. But I've been seeing this debate on people saying who's the scarier Pennywise, Bill Skarsgård or Tim Curry, and it never fails. When I go to the comments, people are like, it's Bill.
I think it's Tim because I watched the first one when I was a kid. Yeah, that means you're blinded by nostalgia. You're not comparing these two as adults. You have to watch Tim's version as an adult and see how he's coming across as Pennywise the dancing clown, and Bill is fucking terrifying. He is just genuinely fucking creepy.
What episode was it in Welcome to Derry where it shows him not as the demonic clown, but as him, just as a human dressed up as Pennywise? I think it's 3 or I want to say episode 3 or episode 4 where they show him not as demonic Pennywise, but it's a guy dressed up as the clown Pennywise, and it's still Bill Skarsgård.
Oh yeah, I think I know which part you're talking about. You're not talking about the episode where it goes into Bob Gray. But when he takes the appearance of Bob Gray early on, Yeah,
Yes.
that's the part where they're doing a flashback with his daughter, and he eats that kid
And
in
then-
front of her.
And I'm sitting there like, dude, even that like the older one where it's not all seamless, it looks patched, like that version of Pennywise was like, Jesus Christ, this character is a lot to try to make look non-terrifying as hard as you can. You cannot make the new version of Pennywise not look terrifying.
No, there's no way. The way they
You could take Tim Curry's version and make it look, it doesn't even look scary today.
I think what hurts Tim Curry's is like there's a lot of moments where he's just messing with people in a comedic way.
No.
And it's
he's literally a clown. He's
yeah.
quite literally a clown.
And I guess if you want to say Tim Curry's acts more like a clown, and that's why he's better, I'll succeed and give you that, because
I will concede you that.
Bill doesn't play into the clown as much, but
Tim Curry plays more of a clown.
No, Bill taunts you. He'll mess with your psyche. He'll know your things, and he'll start to mess with that. He'll take the appearance of stuff. I mean, he just trolls you the whole time.
Psychological asshole.
Yes, a psychological asshole. Like he's. I think he is scarier in the show than he ever was in the two films.
I was more afraid of him from the show than I was the film.
Yeah,
but I also have to like put into perspective of, because before I watched Welcome to Derry, I watched the two films again.
Yeah.
As I was watching through, and I'm sitting there just like, yeah, I don't get what the performance, why it feels different in the TV series, but it just feels like, I'm gonna say more clown, but it definitely feels like there's more menace and malice to Pennywise in the TV series than it does in the show, in the actual movie. Like in the movie, for the most part, and I think it's because, you know, that Bill Skarsgård, I don't know if that was Bill Skarsgård's first time like scaring kids or doing in that regard.
Like in the movie?
Yeah. But like I remember looking at some of the deleted scenes, and the kids were they were telling Bill not to like let up, just, you know, go full-fledged so they can get the full fear out.
Yeah, I've seen one where he talks about like they kept him away until the very first showing.
Yeah, and then so the kids could be completely scared.
Yeah, and then it's like afterwards, okay, they've already seen me in costume, they know what it is. How am I going to keep up this in each scene? So like maybe that's what it feels like, because it's like the kids, we've seen the behind the scenes stuff more. Yeah. So maybe that's why we're like he's working with the kids to keep them from losing their minds.
Yeah, like
so it makes him maybe seem softer.
Like Bill as an actor, he's doing his best to make the kids not freak the hell out, because they probably were. And to see him in the TV series is just like, oh Jesus Christ, it's like he knows the limit and he knows where to go now. Holy fuck. That's how it feels. It's like the first one is like a rookie on a rookie contract. You know, you're not gonna do too much, you're just gonna do what they tell you to do, stay inside the lines, manage the game. However, in this performance, it's like that veteran, I'm coming in here, I know what to do, I know where the limit is, I know exactly where my performance needs to be, and everyone else is going to fall in line behind it.
Yeah. And dude, I think because the kids in the TV show, they would have likely, possibly, they're all roughly like 13. I think they're supposed to be like 13, 14 anyway. So
they would have seen.
They've probably seen the movie at this point, or at least watched it before getting into this show. So they're like, we know what it looks like, we know. So he's like, I gotta go in a little bit harder. I gotta go in. And bro, he is terrorizing these kids from the jump.
And that's not just from the actor perspective, that's probably also from the director and Stephen King and anyone who's involved in the creative aspect of the show. Like, they know what Pennywise looked like. You guys it needs to send to the upper echelon. Yeah, and then you look at all the moments where he's doing the psychological terror on the kids, where it's like with Lily, he's having her dad all sliced up a pill in pickle jars. I'm like, well, he's a straight menace in this show. There's no chill with him. Straight demon dime. He's grabbing kids from the water and yanking them down as their dads. Like,
he's straight, he's just straight up in their face constantly.
Hey man, you're going to fear him one way or the other.
And you know what? I saw someone say that he went easier on the Losers Club than the show's kids, and they were like, I wonder why. And someone's like, I think it's because the Losers Club actually has that connection to what was it, the quartet of Stephen King's, and the fact that they all kind of had The Shining, whereas the 60s apparently really didn't have The Shining really. No. Maybe one or two, but like as a group they worked. But then like, and because they in the last episode they showcased that Penny experiences time all at the same time.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, I know what's going to happen here, so I'm going to come at these kids like a bat out of hell.
It's like, look, if I know I'm going out.
If we get to experience 1935 and 1908 Penny after knowing what he knows in 2016,
I guarantee you, 1908 Pennywise is a fucking devil. And that's compared to...
Yeah, and that's when he's going to take Bob. Is it 1908?
Yeah.
Sure, he's about to be so bad in that. Oh my god.
Ooh. What season is it in that one? Season 3?
I think that's supposed to be, yeah. So it's season 3.
That one's gonna win an award. If this one doesn't win an award, that one's winning a fucking award. He's getting another fucking award. For
Bill, you were on that shit.
Bill's getting it. He's getting another.
You were getting it. If they need
a Golden Globe or Grammy or something, fucking anything.
Make a category for best actor portrayal as a villain monster and give that shit to Bill. Like this was a Pennywise I would not want to screw with. Holy shit!
It made like I felt the fucking Pennywise from the movie. Like I felt how he was the TV show. The TV show version made me actually genuinely have a like, okay, damn, this motherfucker is, like. And everybody's like, oh, he's always losing. He keeps losing. He still loses. I'm sitting there like, I've seen a lot of horror movies where the villain does not win at the end. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Yes. As if these horror villains are always winning every fucking engagement like that. I've seen Jason not walk away from movies, man. Michael Myers is usually at the bottom of a fucking body bag or in a river floating down the well after being shut up a bunch of times. Like there's always a different scream. Guess what? Because the other ones always die.
Yeah. And then this one, he literally had to be taken out by the military, the natives that know about him since his existence, the kids, and the damn piece of his fucking meteorite that he was in. Like this was not a haha, I got you type of loss. This was the whole town had to straight up go up against him, and he still almost won.
Not to mention his ops have information for 100+ years on him.
Yeah. Which is weird.
How many other horror villains have that much of their already known weaknesses out and about just ready like that?
Yeah, no.
Not a fucking one. Where everybody's like, oh, Pennywise is a bad horror villain. It's like, all right, yeah, sure. He still puts up numbers with everyone knowing exactly what he is and how to stop him, and yet still puts up the same numbers.
Nah, he needs to be up there on the horror icon. Like people just downplay him because of how he loses against the Losers Club. But I've been hearing theories of people that like actually read the books and get into Stephen King stuff. They're like, I don't think it's actually gone. It's like, and then they reveal that there might be an It Chapter 3 movie.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And I'm sitting here just like, guys, I don't know if you guys fully comprehend the fact that, you know, the Losers Club may or may not have had the biggest ultimatum in a, like, I wouldn't say ultimatum, but the biggest plot armor in a movie ever. Especially once I saw that YouTube video about The Shining and how that shit works. And I was like, holy fuck, the Losers Club had plot armor times a bajillion.
They did. This one, twice those kids almost get eaten, and he only stops because of that fucking shard.
Yeah.
He literally almost eats those kids out of pure... He only misses because of pure coincidence. He'd ate that girl twice.
Twice! He had time. He had more than enough time.
More than enough time. and he just screws with them the whole if you remove Dick Halloran or you knock him out, if Dick's not in that last episode, he eats Marge, he gets out, and he's free to terrorize the rest of the world.
Yep.
Dick saved that whole story.
Look, I get everyone has their big horror icon, but I'm not gonna sit up here and say that every horror icon has not been either lost, gotten messed up, or isn't really that far away from Pennywise as you would like to think that they are.
Yeah.
It's like they're not that far apart by any stretch of the imagination, and trying to say that Pennywise isn't up there is kind of a disservice.
Like, I know people try to say, you know, what makes Freddy so scary is the fact that he can do things to you in your sleep. Pennywise can mess with you whether you're alive or whether you're awake or asleep. And what makes it worse is he'll do it to you while you're awake and you won't even realize what's going on. You don't know if you're actually asleep. You don't know if because like when you watch the movies, they're like, it's not real, it's not real, it's not real. It's just him messing with me, and he'll just keep standing there. Like he just like, no, he's standing right fucking in front of you.
No, that's actually him. That's not that's the real thing. That's not an illusion.
Yeah, like that scene with in the second one where he messes with Bill Hader's character, Richie.
Yeah.
That's him standing in the quarry. That's not an illusion of him. He's literally standing there.
He's there.
And I get it. People were like, "Well, how did the town?" Because he affects the whole town with his power. This is a cosmic fourth dimensional character.
Like, did you guys not pay attention to the part where they say it only affects you when you hear?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't notice how when all of them left, they were all fine all of a sudden, and then the second they all went back, hey, look, it's that fucking clown we can only see when we're here again.
I will say the thing that maybe I missed it was people say that you forget if you leave Derry, and you kind of have to force yourself to remember while you're in Derry, which is how Mike remembers those 27 years, because he actively is doing stuff to keep remembering and reminding himself.
Yeah.
I saw someone bring up, how do the natives never forget? Like, they've known forever. And I mean, I think it's because they keep passing the story down. Like, they are not affected at all. Like,
I was about to say, if we're really going to bring up natives here, the amount of times that they've probably told that ancient tale of X being from, or I wouldn't say X being, it's guaranteed it started off an ancient tale from a long ways ago, talks of a monster, da 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 da, this is how you defeat the monster, da da da, this is why we give you this necklace, da da da, in the story. That's why the natives are never in these fucking situations, because they know how to deal with it. Have you ever seen the natives being fucked with outside of when they directly go there themselves?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He never messes with them. I noticed that. At no point in the show did he ever confront a single one of the natives. Even when
anyone who has knowledge on him, he does not go after, because guess what? It's pointless.
So I wonder if because they've passed the story down for so long and they know how to seal him, they know how to deal with him. I wonder that's why he doesn't mess with the natives, because even after
I guarantee you
Leroy figures it out, he's still
the
tries to fuck with
1908
him.
story. Once they get to that season 3 in 1908, I guarantee he's gonna tell you why he doesn't fuck with the natives.
Yeah, there's got to be something that makes him go.
They have to have done the worst thing to him by far.
Because
he doesn't even.
Yeah, because you would think they sealed him. He'd want revenge. Because she's trapped in the town because of them. So you would think he'd be like, let me just wipe these people out. I mean, the movie kind of says it. He did, so maybe he does after.
I mean, he probably does, but he probably did, and on the way out, they sealed him.
Something, because he's
like he could have wiped them all out, but in the process of wiping them out, he effectively got himself sealed forever.
Yeah.
Because of that said wipeout, and he's just like, all right, so if the natives can do this, I'm just not gonna go there.
Yeah, he clearly avoids them. Because when he's in the sewers, he could have easily grabbed the one native kid, Terriel. He could have. He went after multiple people.
That part I kept trying to explain to people. It's just like, if if it was really only just about the kids and not about like, and again, I'm gonna bring race into this because they made it a one up where they goes after the black kid. He calls the sweet meat and is like,
yeah,
it's not about just it's not just about kids. It's also about your background, your like your race. All of that shit takes into place because he clearly has some type of thing against the Native Americans that he doesn't even like to fuck with them, let alone mess with their heads mentally. He won't even do that to them. But
he doesn't mess with them.
The black kids, the white kids, they're all the kids that live in the town, the Hispanic kids, free game. You want to know why? Because they don't know how to, their ancestors don't know how to fuck with me.
Yep. Because and I know somebody's gonna be like, someone's gonna be like, no, Tariel had the shard. He drops the shard. He dropped it. He was free game at that point before he got out. He's free game, gone. And there's not a single scene of fumbleitis in the hands chasing him. Not one. He doesn't seem to ever try to terrorize the natives unless they go into the woods looking for him.
It's way, 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 way deeper than it just being on like a surface level of just not going after that kid. It's definitely involving whatever your racist background is, whatever trauma you're like people have gone through to a degree to see how much and exactly how tasty you are to him.
Yeah. And I don't know.
And I guarantee you the natives aren't tasty enough to him because he's like, yeah, they probably know how to kill me. And if they know how to kill me, they're not afraid of me, which means they taste awful.
Yeah. Like there's clearly some level of fear when they're all in the town meetings, they're talking about it, but they don't seem terrified of this thing.
No.
And even
out of all the people who seem the most like on the surface, it's them.
Yeah. Because he even managed to get to Leroy, the man without fear. He got to him. But it took him the whole damn season, but he got to him.
It took him the whole fucking season.
You know, but he finally got to the man who has no fear because he apparently suffered psychological trauma to where it cut that part of his brain off. And you still managed to make him experience fear again. But the natives are just kind of like we're not exactly not scared of the thing, like, but like...
I know he's there.
We know he's there.
I also know if I have this necklace here, but you can't fuck with me.
Yeah. Like, I don't think it's more than just the necklace too. Like, I think
there's some more. It's something more.
And I do hope we get that.
As the season goes on and the series goes on, we're gonna get the rest of the episode or the rest of the season and explain exactly why all this is happening.
Yeah.
But for at this point in time, we just have that little bit of speculation. I still think it's has to do with that the natives in 1908 absolutely wrecked this man's whole thing so bad to the point where he doesn't even want to go within a 5-meter radius of them anymore.
Yeah. Either 1908 or before. Like it wasn't just the ceiling of like 1,000 years ago. Like it was something else too.
That's an ass whipping. You don't fuck with people's ancestors after a genuine ass whip. That he got his ass whipped. Yeah. They violated that man. That's PTSD on a different level. That's over 100 years. The original people who did it are dead, and he's still like, I don't want that smoke.
Nah, I'm not messing with the natives. They, they conceal me.
Black kid over there. Hey now.
Because if you think about it, it would make sense for him to try to go after them. You wipe them out, then he could influence the town to find the fucking. He could find the damn shit.
Find the meat.
Hell, he could have wiped them out before the 60s, and then Dick getting involved, found it. He would have been free.
He would have.
He would have been free because if it wasn't for the Tariel's grandma Rose, if she wouldn't have put Dick in that state to hallucinate to where his mind's more open. Again, Dick and Rose saved that whole. Like Pennywise was about to win.
There is. The win condition was so wide. There was such a wide margin of win condition for Pennywise he had like a 2% chance of failing.
Yeah.
And it just so happens that exact percent or the exact things he needed to fail all happened and he failed. Like,
yeah, it's like the Chiefs.
Coincident. The coincidence that happened is beyond astronomical. Like, it was more uncoincidental than what happened to the Chiefs. That's how bad Pennywise got screwed over. Like, he literally, the only thing that could go wrong did go wrong in the exact way that it needed to go wrong in order for him to lose.
Yeah. Literally. He lost.
Like, the stars had to align to the degree, to the point to force him to lose. That,
yeah.
If and at any point you're needing cosmic help or any type of outside influence to get you the dub, you are definitely not that bad. Everyone else is just completely and grossly overrating you for no reason.
Hey, yeah, no, the story had to be like, well, we have to have him lose. The story had to be written so he could lose because the guy that wrote it was like, I can have him win right here, guys. I can have him win
right now.
Have him win? Well, shit.
It's like, we can either have him win now or milk this shit for another 4 or 5 seasons. Which one you want to do?
Well, no, because I can make him win right here. It's really
we can end the season. We can end the series right here, right now. Or
what if it right now? No? Fuck. All right, fine.
Cha-ching. Cha-ching.
All right, fine. He loses, and then we got to go back to 1335, then 1908.
Money?
I hope when they do season 2 and 3, Pennywise is more aggressively crazy in those 2 seasons. Like, just more on.
He needs to be more unhinged.
More unhinged, yeah. Because again, if you take the whole way that he's seeing Tom, he's like, well, I know I'm going to die here. So when I was awake during this time, I failed to get the shit done.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to wake up this time, knowing what happened at this time. I'm going fucking off the walls.
I'm all about that action.
And then he's going to lose in 35. He's like, well, shit, you know what? Then when they have the experience moments where he wakes up in 08 and steals Bob, that's when he's like the most unhinged because he's like, he knows exactly what's going to happen. So he is doing his damnedest.
He's moving with a purpose.
He is killing with like, if you walk, he's like, mine.
So, hey, you can't be. Wow, that just happened.
We're gonna have to get hit with I'm the eater of worlds. You're Bob Gray. Like, what the fuck?
Snap out of it, Bob.
Must have hit your head pretty fucking hard.
Do you know who I am?
Now you know
Bob.
Bob Gray. I am not Bob. You know
Snap out of it.
That scene where they did the flashback with Ingrid and the little girl.
Yeah.
And the little girl's under the door trying to grab it, and he walks up, and you just hear that. I'm like, oh my god, that is so terrifying. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I've never seen it. It was pure shock value because it caught me completely off guard. I was not expecting it to go complete child eat right there in that fast of a time.
Yeah, and then he comes back up and he's like, no, and he comes back up and he looks like her dad. Open the door for daddy. And there was something special about Ingrid because he could have eaten her many times over.
This was a figure out.
I really had a good time with this show. I was not sure how I would. I was like, yeah, welcome to Derry. All right, because I watched, probably it was like heavy spoilers or something on just the first episode, right? So I was listening to them, and I'm like, all right, an It prequel. Okay, interesting start. All right, baby killing people. I'm like, all right, it sounds pretty interesting. I got to give this a try. It was like 3 episodes in at that point when I finally started. So I'm like, I'll give this a try, and I was just like, yeah, it starts off a little slow because you got to build up a little bit in that first episode. But man, when it got going, and I like that they didn't showcase Pennywise until halfway through. I think it was so much better.
That's what needed to, like,
him
Don't
taunting
get me
them
wrong,
for 3 episodes.
It's the vibe I got from like the early Child's Play movies where they wouldn't show you like the doll of Chucky actually doing things, but you know he was doing things because it would be from a lower perspective near the ground, and you're just like, this can only be from the doll. But they wouldn't show you the doll.
Yeah.
But you knew
It was the doll.
it was that. And it was the same effect with Pennywise. Like, you didn't know it was Pennywise, but you knew it was Pennywise.
Yeah, I liked it. I think the biggest I like the troll they did where they're in the graveyard and he snaps a picture, and I was like, oh, this kid's he might get eaten because he got left in the graveyard. He's gonna get eaten, and not even realizing that I'm like, oh no, it's a wheel. Of course he's not gonna get eaten because he has to bank Mike. I'm like, duh. But he's like, I take the picture and you just see the clown, but it's not actually Pennywise, it's Ingrid. And I'm like, that was a good twist because like I was like, oh, there's Pennywise. Oh no, it wasn't. I was like, okay.
I was like, holy shit, that's Pennywise in the camera. I was like, wait a minute, is that? Oh, that's Ingrid.
Yeah. Then they revealed. I'm like, nice twist. I liked that. It was a good twist. I really thought Pennywise was messing with him some more.
I honestly was at that point. I was not trusting anything my eyes were telling me. I was sitting there. It's like this could be an illusion from Pennywise at any point.
Yeah.
And that's good for a show. Keep me guessing. Don't have me always knowing what's gonna happen next. Keep me on my toes. I don't want to be flat-footed.
Nah, yeah. 1935 season 2. Y'all gotta come out. Ooh, excuse me. Give me something. Again, maybe not show Pennywise as early. I don't know. Really, let I don't know. Maybe
do what you can do.
Psychologically,
do what you can do. I say.
Screw with people for 4 or 5 episodes. I don't know.
Make that shit good. Make it scary.
Make it good. Make it freaky. I want as each season, Bill's Penny is like, I am done with this shit.
He's past done with this shit.
I need him to visibly like.
Each season, I need him to get a little bit more and a little bit more unhinged.
Yes.
Like I need to watch the what's the word I'm looking for? I need to visibly see the sanity leave Pennywise's eyes.
Yeah, I just need him to. Doom. Yep, he's gone. He's totally gone.
It's like, and we've lost him. He's completely off the rails now.
Bill deserves an award for this season. He did fucking great. I think the kids were pretty good at their roles. I won't deny that.
Oh, yeah, the kid actors did really good this time around.
Yeah, Lily's character was a bit annoying. Won't deny that, but I think they all did a really good job.
She could have done with less speaking roles, yes.
Yeah. I liked having Dick Halloran in it because I'm like, oh, here's the connection. Oh, here we go. The whole ending. He's like, I'm going to go do this hotel. How bad can it be? I'm like, like, it was
like, I
really
have
well
this
done.
cemetery that's full of pets. Wait.
Nah, I think it was a really great intro season for this series. I think everybody did phenomenal. Bill did phenomenal.
I think Fallout season 2.
I need him to get awards for this, and I need someone to give him a deep mental massage before going into 2 and 3, because that man is going to be fucking crazy if Pennywise keeps getting more unhinged.
Oh, dude.
Because he was so unhinged in this season. Oh my god. I got face
season 2
on my face. Like
season 2 Fallout, man. It started with Big Iron. You can only go fucking up from Big. If you start off your season, your New Vegas season with Big Iron on your hip, shit. Season 2 better have spurs that go jingle jangle. I ain't watching no more. Yeah. I swear to God. I need all of them.
I'd give. I know can't really rate Fallout season 2. It's not even done, or even halfway done. I'd give.
It's season 1. I'm giving it a 10.5 out of 10.
I think with first season of Derry, it's like 8.5.
Season 1 Derry, I'm giving it a solid 8.
Yeah.
A solid 8.
For me, it's like an 8.5. The only really minor things would be like the general is a little annoying, but it bumps it up because I don't know. It's like Man, you just played.
He's
a
annoying at
stupid
first,
game.
but once you get towards the middle end part of the show, you're just like, okay, I'm starting to get a little bit more of a feel for the like. I'm starting to understand what.
I like the inclusion of the native tribe that has some that's always been a part of the story. I liked the kids. I think did really good.
Every Stephen King story.
He knows.
I mean, maybe not Carrie. There wasn't one in Carrie. That was just all white Christian people. That was completely way left.
Kids did fucking great. The character of Lily. This is not on the actress. The character of Lily was just fucking annoying.
No, it's the writing team. Whoever wrote the lines for Lily needs to be fired.
I'm like,
those lines were awful.
I'm getting to the point where like I would feed her to the fucking clown at this point. Holy shit! Like, damn, like, child.
I would have brought her first. It was like, just take this one.
Just take this one
for now.
Can we?
I promise we'll be back later. I'll bring someone else, but just.
I know you like your sweet meat. I know you like your dark meat, Penny. But let me switch out. I'm gonna sub out.
This one.
Yeah. Can I do an
exchange? Start here.
Please.
If you start with this one right here, we're fine.
And Bill did fucking awesome. Please give him
as usual
time to mentally relax, because I'm gonna need Pennywise to be more unhinged the next 2 seasons. But
also, please give both series a watch, because they are fantastic watches so far.
I will take your word on Fallout. I will get to watching Fallout. I'll definitely get to watching it now. But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. What did you rate season 1 of Fallout? What do you think of season 2 so far? What did you think of season 1 of Welcome to Derry? And let's get a discussion going in the comments below. But that's going to be it for the episode. Until next time, everybody. See ya.
Later.